Alright, what is good, YouTube? It's your girl Maggesty here. We're cooking up again today. And today I'm showing you how I made one of my best drill beats ever of my entire career. And I made it a long time ago. So I'm kind of surprised I haven't made a video about it yet. But I just kind of stumbled upon it. I was looking for, something to make some content out of. And, I figured I might as well use this one. So I basically just take you through my thought process as to how I made the melody, how I put the drums together, how I arranged it, like the whole nine. I take you through how I made the beat, basically. But don't forget to keep commenting down below different suggestions for videos. I am always listening to you guys, so don't be shy down there. I will do it, whatever you want. And I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I definitely enjoyed revisiting this beat. I think it is very, very good. One of the best beats I've ever done in general, not even just drill. But yeah, so I'm talking up a big game. Hopefully this video lives up to it. Drop a like down below if it does and the beat's fire. Also, don't forget to check out my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever it is you use. I've dropped a few songs already, and a new song is going to be dropping on April 13th. I'll put the pre-save link in the bio. It would mean a lot to me if y'all pre-saved it, and without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I guess I'll start off by just showing you the melody. I used, I used a one-shot, this guitar one-shot from this free kit that I got a long time ago, actually. Oh, this one right here. Music Nick guitar one-shots. They were free on his website, I believe. I'm sure you could Google this. So anyways, I used two guitars for the main melody, basically, and I'll show you the first one is acoustic. Why did I say it like that? Acoustic. Like coupon. Oh my god. Gag me. Anyways, I used this acoustic one first, layered it with an electric, and I'm gonna just let you hear the first pattern first. So I kind of just started with this main layer right here, and then added some top notes. That's definitely the way that you want to structure melodies like this or whatever. You get a little rhythm going, like a little bounce right here. Something like that, and then just throw in some top notes, and you got a full sounding melody. Change a few things here and there every 4 bars. Go crazy, Maggesty. Alright, and then here's the electric guitar pattern that I made. I think it's just following the top melody that I made for the first one, but obviously with some of the notes like elongated. Alright, here's a little drum intro here. Okay, so I used a rim shot for this one because I think it just sounds really good in drill beats, and that's what Sleepy Hollow's producers do, and that's the main drill artist that I listen to, so. Alright, and then let's get into this kick pattern here, because it's kind of important. It's kind of like a triplet. Obviously it's not like a normal triplet like on time with like a regular beat where the snare is hitting on the 3 and the 7, but I just kind of played around with the placement to see what sounded good, give it a little bounce, Alright, and then we get into the most interesting part, the drop, partly because of the 808, because I think the 808 pattern is pretty dope in this beat. Very simple, but also this right here, this violin that is also a one-shot, I believe, from this Holy Revival kit. VGN times Holy. I believe I got this for free as well. super, super sick. So I'll let you hear it from here, and you'll just see what I'm talking about, and then we'll break it down from there. But this melody right here, whew, when I tell you shit is hard, I swear. Okay, I warned y'all. Okay, so we're just gonna loop this for now, break it down a little bit. Okay, so this one shot here just kind of made like a rhythmic kind of melody, nothing too crazy, but since the sample itself is like really drawn out like that, I made very short notes so that it kind of complements that. Followed the root notes of the actual melody, and then just made a simple little quadruple hit here. All right, so that is amazing. I love orchestral beats. They're just like orchestral beats and just like guitar beats. Key to my fucking heart, for real. Okay, so anyways, we already went through the rim and the kick here, so let's get into, well, this is very simple. It's just a crash, and I turned the velocity down pretty low. We have a snare here for some extra bounce. Alright, and the 808 is kind of the star of the show here in terms of the drums and the drop and everything with the violin. It didn't want no hats to be going crazy or anything, but they will be going crazy in another section that I will get to in just a second. But let's get into this 808 here. Let's get into it. So, y'all probably know by now drill beats. With the 808s, they have a lot of like slides, glides, whatever you want to call it. It's these high notes up here that kind of slide into from the top notes. So I'll let you hear it, and then we'll talk about the reasoning as to why I put the notes there and what placement you should be going for, stuff like that. Alright, so basically, for like a really hard-hitting 808 like this, for a drill pattern specifically, what I like to do and what a lot of major producers like to do is they'll make the first note on the downbeat very long like this. Like, you don't want any crazy glides all the way over here at the first bar, you know? You want to save it for the second bar, and you kind of want these glides to like lead into the next downbeat. So like what you'll hear here, it's long, like, you know, you want that like real high and then back down to low, back down to the downbeat, and you just gotta time it. And you can mess around with the timing, you know, it doesn't have to be an exact pattern or whatever, but you want it to be the most interesting, the most ear-catching towards the very end when it's about to hit, you know, the third bar, the fifth bar, the seventh bar, the first bar, you know? You want it to kind of have like a little riser in that last little bit, right before the downbeat. And you just let that first downbeat 808 just ring out for a little bit, you know? Give it some space. And also the length of these notes are going to matter as well. The glide will be like more or less intense, I guess, depending on how small or how long you make the note. So you can use your best judgment for that. You can see that I left some a little long. And then for this one in particular, kind of wanted it to be faster because there's multiple notes. You know, if I left it like half and half, like completely extended here, it wouldn't be as much of like a dramatic shift from the top note to the bottom note as I would like it to be, which is why I made them super tiny like this. And then, actually I might want to extend that one and see how that sounds. Another thing is like your choice of 808 is going to make a big difference as well. That does sound good. I was double checking. I had to pause real quick. Your choice of 808 is definitely going to matter. Like for my normal trap beats, I would normally go for an 808 that's like really hard hitting but short, because I like that. But for a drill beat, you're going to want to pick an 808 that's hard hitting and long, especially in a beat like this where like you want the 808 to be the star of the show. You know, it kind of depends on the artist and what you're going for in particular, you know, and it's all up to your judgment. But I specifically picked this 808 because you can see how long it is, and how it rings out, and it's very distorted but not like insane, and I thought it was perfect for the vibe, you know, so it ends up sounding really good. And then we can kind of skip through this part here and we'll get into the hi-hat pattern that I chose, because sometimes hi-hats can be a little bit tricky in drill beats. I know that when I first started experimenting with drill beats, the hi-hat patterns were kind of weird to me, so kind of a chill hi-hat pattern, but like really bouncy. Alright, so let's, you know, I'm gonna put the arrangement back to where it was before, but let's just listen to this whole hi-hat pattern here. I'm pretty sure this is also from my Maggesty hi-hat MIDI kit. I might have just altered a few things to make it fit this particular snare pattern, but that's something that you want to consider when you're making a hi-hat pattern for a drill beat, because obviously the rolls that you would like typically place in a hi-hat pattern for a trap beat are going to hit in different spots and roll into the snare in different spots. So you want to just experiment with it, honestly. And for this beat, I didn't go too crazy on the hi-hats because the melody is relatively chill and like ominous. So I didn't want them to be aggressive. I wanted them to be just kind of like bouncy and like fitting of the vibe. And a lot of the drums in this beat are pretty spacious, I would say. I mean, I know this pattern looks really crazy, but like you heard it, it's like, it's not too wild. You know, it's just like, it's fitting for like the calm before the storm, ominous vibe that you get from like the violin and the melody and everything. So, you know, like it's just a little something, but like if I had just like a basic two-step hi-hat pattern in this, it would not fit the vibe, first of all. Second of all, it would just like sound kind of weird. I didn't mean to do that. Sound kind of weird with the drill snare placement, you know what I mean? Like, and a lot of drill beats also have like that, like, this is gonna sound dumb, like me trying to like do it with my mouth, but like that hi-hat pattern where it's like that's so dumb. Like the hi-hat pattern, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like Pop Smoke, like most of his songs would have it. It'd be like like with the snare, like that triplet. And that's cool. It sounds good. Don't get me wrong. Objectively, it sounds good. But for this beat, I didn't necessarily want that, and so I just spent a lot of time kind of experimenting with this hi-hat pattern, trying to make it cool, but not what everybody does. And I think it turned out pretty cool. But anyways, let's kind of go along, see if I missed anything. But I think that pretty much covers it. Aside from like my little arrangement, I kind of just, like as you can see here, chopped up some of the drum patterns, you know. Tried to make it a little more interesting because, you know, you just want to spice up your arrangements. I wouldn't necessarily say this beat is simple, like it needs it because it's so simple, but you know, why not? Why not go the little extra mile for a good beat, you know what I mean? But I really like this one. I made it a long time ago. I don't know if I mentioned that in the intro, but this is probably one of my best drill beats ever. Like, so smooth, so classy, like, just, I'm very proud of it. If y'all couldn't tell, I'm very proud of it. Surprised I haven't posted it before, or maybe I have and I just haven't checked. That would be embarrassing. But that's pretty much it. I think we covered all of our bases here. Don't forget to comment down below if, whatever kind of videos you want me to make next. Slap the like button if this beat turned out fire, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.